Now let's revisit our discussion on holsters. We've already talked about our custom elite detachable holsters and the positive aspects that they bring to the user. I want to take just a moment to talk about our belt attached custom holsters. First of all of our holsters are designed for concealability, practical use, and safety. Our belt attached custom holsters utilize our unique high-rise design. This high-rise design brings the holster and the firearm that it's carrying as high up on your belt as possible. This makes it much more concealable if you're wearing a short-waisted jacket, sweater, or sweatshirt. When it comes to practical use of our belt-attached custom holsters, we utilize our vertical draw design. Just as with our detachable custom elite holsters, we use a vertical draw design that makes it faster to draw the gun out of the holster and on target, and it makes it easier to get a good grip on the firearm so you can draw it out of the holster and bring it up on target. Previous holsters with what's known as the FBI cant angles the barrel of the firearm to the rear. That means it angles the grip forward. Therefore, you're forced to angle your hand and your arm forward to try and get a better grip onto the grip portion of your firearm to draw it out of the holster. This makes it more complicated. Also, there's a delay. With the FBI cant, the barrel is pointed to the rear. As you pull the firearm out of the holster, it's going to take you more time to bring the barrel up on the threat. As we said a moment ago, our vertical draw design makes it much easier to grab the grip, to get a good secure grip on the holster, and makes it much faster to bring it out of the holster and on target. Also, when we're talking about practical use, we have implemented what we call the shirt guard, and that's this raised section right here that rises a little bit above the top of the holster itself. Now this is important for practical use because a lot of times while you're wearing your holster and you're moving around, your shirt might come a little bit higher out of your pants or out of your waistline and become a little loose. When that happens, it's very easy for your shirt to now overlap the top of your holster. Then, if you try and grab the firearm in an emergency, you might accidentally grab some of your shirt and the grip at the same time. This may make it very difficult to draw the gun and bring it up on target in a timely manner. By utilizing our shirt guard, it prevents this from happening. So it makes it much more practical and easier for you to use. When we're talking about the safety features of our belt-attached custom holsters, we start off with the fact that we have a covered trigger guard. Now this prevents you from accidentally pulling the trigger while you're drawing the firearm or holstering it. It also protects you from an assailant. If you have a holster that does not utilize a covered trigger guard, if you're fighting over your firearm in a close quarter combat situation with an assailant and they get their finger inside on the trigger, which is very easy if you don't have a covered trigger guard, if they get their finger in there and start yanking on the trigger trying to pull the gun out of the holster, the gun will go off and you'll get the bad side of that situation, I'm here to tell you. Also, when we're talking about safety, you need some sort of retention design built into the holster. Our belt-attached custom holsters have two built-in retention aspects. First, the holster is custom fit for your particular model, make, firearm. So it fits it like a glove. So it holds it very secure. If you have to run, if you have to jump, if you get knocked to the ground, it's going to hold it secure in the holster. Now to add to its retention abilities, we've also added what we call our adjustable retention band. And that's this portion at the top of the holster. It's actually a 1-inch wide piece of aluminum that wraps around the top of the holster. Now, if you want more retention on your firearm, all you have to do is compress the band, and it'll add more retention. If the retention is a little too stout and you want to loosen it up, just expand the band. This will thereby enable you to adjust your retention level to your own personal needs and desires. This is an overview of our belt-attached custom holster designed for concealability, practical use, and safety. One more aspect of the practical use of our belt-attached custom holsters is that the high-rise design, just like with our custom Elite detachable holsters, enables you to access your firearm while you're seated inside your vehicle. Because the high-rise design brings the firearm up higher, your seat belt will be down below the holster. This will allow you quick, easy access to your firearm in case you're in a carjacking situation or some sort of kidnapping situation where you're being attacked inside your vehicle.